Alright, I'm on the White River Trail again. I'm in Burlington, about 150 yards past the Burlington High School. This highway overpass kind of marks the end of the trail, where it takes a sharp left down here and turns into an urban trail that goes through a recreational baseball area and then off into a park. The actual trail ends here. The railroad went across there. There's a river right up here. The railroad went across the river. They must not have converted the trestle, so you got to go through the park and over the footbridge. Yeah, I didn't go very far, a couple hundred feet, but I wanted to stop right here and show you what this urban section of the trail looks like. This is paved all the way until it ends at a city street, and you get on the sidewalks. I'm at 6.9 miles from the trailhead at Van Den Boom Road. I'm going to ride this out to the trailhead of the western segment out on Spring Valley Road, and we'll see how far it is to connect the two. Yeah, here's the river crossing. It's only about a half a mile up from where we turned onto the urban trail. I looked at the sign when I crossed over by the baseball diamonds. This place calls itself Bushnell Park in Burlington, Wisconsin. Right past that curve up there, there's a restroom facilities. It's pretty much got everything, so this might not be a bad place to start if you're starting on the Burlington side. This is where the urban trail part of it stops and the sidewalk part begins. It's very well marked with bike route signs though, so you're not really going to get lost. Just off the trail, continue on to the sidewalk. Here's where we cross Highway 142. We're going to go right into downtown on this sidewalk that hugs along the Fox River here. Now if you followed the sidewalk correctly, you ended up here at Fox Street. It's a no outlet street. At the end of it is a bridge over the river. At the end of it, a bridge over the river that begins a segment of the, I think it's called Seven Waters Trail that leads up into the Muskego area outside of Milwaukee. It's an okay ride. It's not a great ride. A lot of it along this busy highway right up ahead of us. That brown building up there is Adrian's Custard. This intersection is Highway 36 through the city of Burlington. So I'm going to cross here and we're going to follow Highway 36 through and out of Burlington. Once you get, I guess this would be west of actual downtown, this is pretty much what the highway is going to look like all the way out. It's just one lane each way with big wide shoulders. And there's parking on the shoulders, but once you're clear of downtown, there really aren't that many cars that ever park here. So I'm not a big fan of riding on the streets. But this isn't a bad road to ride along because there's plenty of room for the bikes. I did not know this. I guess this is not only a way to connect, but it's the official way to connect. I'm outside of Burlington. About a mile up is the S-curve that's going to take us to the White River Trail. Okay, you're going to come out of Burlington on a big sweeping S-curve. And halfway through the second half of that curve, is Spring Valley Road. Here's the western segment of the White River Trail. Your other option is, although you'd have to check on the legality of this, I'm not sure how legal this is, but this is not a controlled access road. This is a bypass around the city of Burlington. It's not all that heavily traveled, and the shoulders are an entire car length wide. And it's a brand new road, so it'd be a nice smooth ride. But that comes right here to Spring Valley Road. You could just walk down to it with your bike. And that is the same road there's a tunnel you go underneath this road just east of the Burlington High School, about 3/4 of a mile east. So you can hook up both segments of the trail just by riding along this road. But again, I'm not entirely sure of the legality of that. But you would avoid all the going through Burlington. We're at, let's say 11.3 now, we're at 6.9 when the trail ended in Burlington, so 4.4 miles off trail is what it is to connect the two. Now this is why I ride. I can't tell you what it smells like along this entire fence line of blooming lilacs. It's unbelievable. And that's the ride. I'm back at the trailhead at Van Den Boom Road. Out and back, it looks like it was 22.4 miles. I did see a cop on motorcycle in Burlington, but I wasn't able to flag him down to ask him about riding along that bypass. I'm pretty sure that's legal. The next time out, I'll take that route and see how it compares to the through town route.